Alright, hey team, Michael Fitzpatrick here, and this is going to be a short video. I want to highlight three things. Today is Thursday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to you and your loved ones. Hope you have some interesting plans for tonight. And anyway, the purpose of this little shoot is threefold. And I want to go through, number one, this upcoming training we have on the 23rd. There are already limited seats left. We only have about 60 spots total available for the event, and I think about 30 of them or 35 have already been registered for, and that's in the past 2 days, maybe 3 days. So if you haven't already signed up, I would definitely go down below in this email, and I would reserve your spot sooner than later. Tom Class and I, about almost a year and a half ago, we came together cross lines. So we're not in each other's businesses, but we were working very jointly and training our people on some key areas that we feel are fundamental to your growth. And one of those are these phrases that we keep calling flagship trainings. And what you've seen so far from us is you've seen these Work Smart Wednesday trainings, which is basically every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. We train on the duplicate system, and then we make an hour of phone calls. And that's kind of the roll up your sleeves, get back to the basics and the blocking and tackling of this business. We rolled that out in July of last year, and it's been absolutely powerful for people who have come. Then we had our vision board workshop in early December, the end of November of last year. Then we had our goal setting workshop, our 90-day goal setting workshop on December 29th. So now what's coming up is our workshop called Sales, Marketing, and Lead Generation. Now, if you haven't already seen the flyer, this is a sample of what that looks like. And the purpose of the event is really to help you create a diversified marketing portfolio, strategies to consistently generate qualified and targeted leads to come into your business, techniques to attract top leaders to join your business, the critical components of creating content, and how to effectively utilize and set up social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. Lastly is how do you merge old school techniques with the new school universe of the internet and so on, so that you are constantly in front of enough people to build your business. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this lead component. And here's kind of the flow of a business. I call this my bow tie philosophy. Okay? Every business starts off on the far left-hand side with marketing and or lead campaigns, lead generation campaigns. And those are designed to generate leads. Now, leads are just interested people who raise their hand and say, hey, you know what? I'm curious to talk more about your product. I'm not saying I want to buy it, but I'm curious to want to talk more about it. And those leads then need to be contacted or called or reached out to or emailed, with the ultimate goal is to set the appointment. And this is kind of where the magic happens. And then after that, there's a whole bunch of things that could happen between the person becoming a customer or an associate or nothing, and then it really facilitates what happens thereafter between referral campaigns, communication on an ongoing basis, and so on. So this is kind of the flow of business in a very succinct version, and I can tell you that if this part right here is not happening, meaning that if there's not people coming into your pipeline because you don't have systems and processes set up, then there's probably not a whole lot of money coming out on the back end. So if you want to increase the number of contacts you have, whether it's in your Viridian business or in your overall business in general, this is a workshop that you definitely don't want to miss. Because if you don't have the number of appointments that you're looking for, I can almost guarantee it's going to go back to not having campaigns set up and in place. So that's number one. I wanted to highlight this training, and if you haven't already RSVP'd your spot, I would do that ASAP. Number two is that corporate is putting on what's called Discover Viridian, and the presentation that they're putting on is once per month up at corporate in Connecticut, and the next one is March 8th. Now, last time I was on there on Friday, there was about 91 or 90 spots left, and Guys, this is where you get presentations from corporate. You get to see the whole office building. We'll grab lunch afterwards as a team. And if you haven't registered for this already, it's a Friday from 10:30 till noon. It's going to be an absolutely extraordinary event. So I would get on your back office and I would go to the Discover Viridian event and register for that as soon as possible. This is a great event to bring a prospect to or to bring a new associate to really show them the bigger picture and the vision. The last thing I want to do here is go through some names of some folks that in the past month I really want to give you a shout out because the kind of work that you've been doing is absolutely extraordinary. Maurice Frumkin, I just need to tip my hat off to you. Most people probably don't know this, and I'm not sure if it's public information, but you're going in for a kidney transplant in Houston this coming week. And man, God bless, dude. You're in my thoughts and prayers all week this week. But what you've been doing with your team has been so inspirational, and your people are growing and they're developing and they're just getting after it. So, Maurice, I wanted to give you a big shout out. Also, Danielle Warner, who's brand new. You are doing an exceptional job. You're showing this plan. You're organized. You're communicating with top leaders. You've reached out to me probably 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day via email or telephone, and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep plugging in. Keep plugging away, and you're doing an unbelievable job. And Sandy Goodman, again, you two are an extraordinary up-and-coming leader. You're organizing your team in a great way. You're showing the plan, and much like Danielle, she's learning from you. You're in constant communication, also with three-way calls. Tracy Campbell up in Canada, who's building a business from Canada. Again, you're doing an amazing job as well, and do not let anything get in your way. I know that you're working super, super hard. You're getting customers, you're getting some associates, so keep it up. And Crystal Boyd, I think 7 customers and 5 gas customers in the past couple weeks or the past month. You are also doing an extraordinary job. So Maurice's team is just on fire right now. Also, Bob Leach is continuing to show up at all of our events, supporting the upline leaders. He's actually showing the plan a lot more often, tapping into a lot of three-way calls, and growing his business very well. So great job, Bob. And Bob Bendel, you are just you're an incredible, incredible leader. You follow the system. You're true to yourself. You're attracting good people into your business. You're a quality professional, and your business is growing as a result of your efforts. You are one of the hardest working people that I know. So, great job. New associate, Charles Morrison, he's had me on about 10 to 15 three-way calls in the past 2 or 3 weeks. So, Charles, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. Jerry Grunfelder had a great lunch with you yesterday. You're totally re-engaged. You got a new associate, Chris Rogers, on board. Chris is all fired up about the residual fundraising program. And good things are coming to that team as well. Hank Koshin, you're just a great leader right now as well, and for you to step up and take on some initiative to run the Work Smart Wednesday training down in Monmouth Beach in Red Bank right now, you're doing a great job. You have 2 new associates that just joined in the past week or 2, and Don Imbriaco, one of your associates, is up and coming, probably the next director. And John Dante, welcome to the team, man. You're doing a great job too. I saw you down in Monmouth Beach. You came to 3 of our Work Smart Wednesdays, I think, or 2 of them so far. You came to the meeting I presented in Ocean last week, and you're just plugged in, and you're doing a great job, so keep up the good work. And then Team Free Green Energy. We got Lindsay Nagy and Cameron Kruger and Brian Kendrick, the 3 dynamic duos. I'm frightened to see what you guys are capable of, because in the last week, these guys have put on about 10 customers. They've almost hit their 15 Fast Start bonus and so on. But anyway, long story short, I just wanted to give some quick shout-outs. You guys are doing a great job. And February 23rd, if you want to grow yourself as a person and you want to grow your business, I would register for that event immediately so it doesn't sell out and you can't get in. And then also March 8th, make the commitment to get there with one of your prospects. So that's all I got for you guys today. Happy Valentine's Day. Peace out, Cub Scout, and I'll see you on the flip side.